even if you listen to the kind of people speaking for the administration in the middle of our current tariff upheavals, you find some of them will tell you the goal is to, people like Elon Musk saying the goal would be to get to a 0-0 tariff regime. That the goal of all of that, and Trump's rhetoric in the past has pointed to this idea that reciprocity is the answer, that America has characteristically had lower tariffs. In some cases, this dates from the post-World War II era, where the United States consciously wanted to foster the recovery of Cold War allies in Europe and elsewhere in order to create a solid social and economic base for the alliance and to keep them from falling into the communist zone. And then increasingly, as time went on, to promote the modernization and development of countries in the so-called global South, so that many countries do enjoy quite strong. It is easier to import a Japanese car into the United States than an American car into Japan. So, so one interpretation of his trade policy is that the goal is to remove these things and to trade on an equal footing, ideally at a low tariff level. Maybe. Or others in his entourage speak of the beauty of tariffs and the renationalization of economic life. So there are different views in the Trump world, and I believe actually these reflect differing views in Donald Trump, and that he can see advantages to play. He might be willing to play either of those games, and to some degree making other people think he would be equally happy with either outcome would be one of the ways you'd use to try to steer them as a negotiator toward the position you might actually prefer. And I don't think we should expect Mr. Trump to be frank with us about his plans for tariffs any more than we would expect a finance minister to be frank with us about the possibility of a currency devaluation or something of that kind. There's some things that you cannot talk honestly about if you're in power.